Bentornati! Welcome back to Create Above and Beyond, this fantastic mod pack based on the Create mod. I've been sick for a few days, so even though I wanted, I could not record because my voice was absolute garbage, and a million apologies because probably even now it's not that great. Not that my voice has ever been great, but you know what I mean. So again, if you hear a little bit of sniffling, you know why that is. However, I could not record, but I could do some off-camera grinding, and I also did some useful stuff for us, some things that you probably already spotted. So I have some notes you can hear on good old-fashioned paper here. Let's go over everything. So I expanded the windmill structure. As you can see, now we have this small appendage. It's a tinker's workshop in there, because in the last episode we crafted our tinker's pickaxe, and also we went a little bit ahead and made the 3 blocks of brass needed to make a brass anvil for tinkers, which is great, and we're gonna play with it more in this episode. Then I expanded our animal enclosure there. Actually, I used to have smaller enclosure with the animals separate, but I found out it's better this way. Also because now we have rabbits. I explored a bunch. I had to, because I wanted to get even more of the stuff that you can see here. If I bring up the map and zoom out, I went all the way down here and then up here. No, actually, first I went to the desert here, because I got the rabbits from this desert, okay? But then I wanted to find a jungle. So I went this way, and then this way, and then at some point I was here and I thought, okay, I'm never gonna find a jungle. And I realized that there's an item in this mod pack that is meant to help with that. And that is the nature's compass. This thing, which is made like this. So I crafted one. I very handily found a normal compass in a chest somewhere, and when you have this, I don't have it on me right now, but when you have it, you right click and it brings up this interface, and you can look for the biome that you want, you select it, and from that point onward the compass points towards that biome, and that brought me to this jungle. And from the jungle I got a few useful things. I got vines running over this wall now. Could be useful. I got cocoa pods, or cocoa beans, I guess, that I momentarily planted there. I got bamboo in here, which is also cool. And those are mahogany trees, because I found them and I thought, well, mahogany, it's kind of a funny word. I like saying mahogany, so there you go. Hi guys, it's me, the Listless Onion from the future. I am just now editing this part of the video, and I quickly wanted to apologize because this footage is all over the place. The recording is extremely laggy and choppy. It seemed fine while I was playing because I forgot to turn off Windows game mode, which means that all the resources were going, or at least the priority was going to the game, so the experience for me wasn't that bad. But when I looked at the recorded footage, it's losing frames all over the place. In some points it's a little bit painful to watch, so if you want to skip it, if you want to just, I don't know, skip ahead to the interesting parts and maybe only listen to it, you feel free to do that. I am posting this one regardless because I don't want to leave a hole in the story or in the progression of the mod pack, but yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. I'm sorry, starting from the next episode I'm gonna have to remove the shaders because that seems to be the thing that has the most impact on it, and the recording should go back to an acceptable level of smoothness and frames per second. So back to the old me. So that's out of the way. So yeah, we got rabbits in here, and by the way, you're gonna see in a few minutes why I needed rabbits. After that, oh, I crafted the Arboreal Extractor. Extractor. This thing here. Arboreal Extractor. I did it because this thing is needed in order to get resin, and resin is needed in order to get rubber. And let me show you rubber. Yeah, this thing here, and then you bake it into cured rubber, and cured rubber is the main ingredient for mechanical belts, which are really useful. Now, this thing takes a while to collect resin, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna make one now, and then I'm gonna explain it, and I can show you the recipe. By the way, it's extremely simple. Arboreal Extractor, you know, it's one andesite machine plus a bucket in ye old smithing table, and then what you do is you place it against the log. I think it needs to be the base log of a naturally grown tree. If you place down a log yourself on the ground, it doesn't work. It needs to detect that the log was not placed by the player, if that makes sense. There might be a few ways to, I don't know, deceive the Arboreal Extractor, but, you know, it's quite easy to just plant a sapling and let it go, right? You can, like, this thing doesn't require power, okay? It goes by itself. You can speed it up with phytogrow, which is this thing here, which is made with sand, apatite, and niter. And I have some, and I used some, but then again, I spent so much time just grinding that this thing collected not only these 8 buckets of resin, but also filled 3 seared fuel tanks from Tinker's Construct. By the way, these blocks are really cool because the seared tank you can basically fill using a seared faucet, again from Tinker's Construct, and then you can break them and they retain their full inventory. See? 4,000 millibuckets, so 4 buckets of resin. So let's pick these up so that as we move onwards, we can start compacting and then curing the rubber, I guess. It's what it's called. So yeah, we collected the rubber, or I collected the rubber off camera, and now we can use that to make, yeah, and now my notes say go inside. Stop blabbering and go inside. So let's sprint. And let me show you what happened here. I used for decoration and for the roof of the new area these blue roof, slow, I guess, because there's 2 different inclination. This is the slow inclination, and there's one that is steeper, I guess, from XK's Deco, and I also put some in here, and I'm gonna now show you. Oh, also doormat. It's really simple to make, but so cozy. Doormat. This, yeah, it's just two flux plants. So it's still very cramped in here and kind of messy, but it's cozy and I like it. And there's a lot of stuff in here. So what is that I wanted to show you? Yes, so you make the blue roof tiles from blue tiles in the stone cutting machine, and these come from blue terracotta and planks. So really easy to make, no problem whatsoever. Then I moved inside here our melter apparatus. So we have the chest, the chute goes in the melter. Get a seared faucet that can be automated with a lever for continuous casting. Seared casting table with the ingot cast. I made a hopper in here so that at least I don't have to go down another level, and everything goes down in a barrel. And then, as you can see, these iron ingots are the result of the last, batch that I smelted. And this is just various assorted Tinker stuff. This is now where I have the rest of my Tinker's stuff. So the part builders is in here, the Tinker's anvil in here, and since the anvil is in here, I thought it would be neat to have the mechanical press close by, because they are kind of the same thing, right? And then because the crafting station is the thing that can access nearby inventories, I have all my metal and spare parts in here. So I thought that was cool. And also I moved some of the other stuff inside. So like mob drops and stuff that I mined from down below. Now, this thing is new, and now we used something like this already in the last episode, but I told that I was going to do something of the sort. So 2 new Tinker's melters. Each of these powered, actually all of them are now powered by seared fuel tanks filled with lava. And they go from faucet into seared channels into the basin where the mechanical mixer can mix the liquids. And I'm gonna show you now how this works, and we're gonna make a few ingots of a specific alloy. We're gonna make rose gold. So rose gold is copper and gold mixed together. If I look this up, rose gold, right? You want to look at the molten form, and the molten form is produced by mixing, by create, and it's a result of mixing molten copper and molten gold. Okay, so easy peasy. One of the melter, let's do 2 at a time actually, because we learned that this thing can't really hold a lot of liquid, and if you put too much of one, then you can't put the same amount of the other, and things might get messy. So we got the copper. See, goes in the sealed channel and gets inside. Pour the gold in. The mixer recognizes what we want to do and starts mixing. While this happens, we can go ahead and do the other 2 ingots worth of stuff. Okay, this is done. So we have rose gold inside, and we cast it. There you go. Now we can pour the rest of the stuff. Okay, while that works, then we continue with the notes. Lots of things. Yes, you might have noticed in my hotbar, I we made together in the last episode the copper pickaxe, right? And we also applied the luck modifier. I went ahead and made myself a full suite of tools and also armor. This is the traveler set, again from Tinker's construct. Fairly easy to make, which is what I like. Leather and copper, and it's already right out of the box a little bit better than leather armor. Can be repaired like all Tinker's stuff, but also can be upgraded and modified again in the anvil. So for and each piece of the armor can receive different upgrades. I already put looting on my chest piece because this spares me from having to put looting on my weapons. This means that I'm always gonna have looting on me because it's on the armor, which is great. Then what else? I made a sword. This is not that great. It's just iron, bone, and flint. Then I made a copper iron mattock. So I'm still using copper for the main, head of the tool, because copper is easier to find. We can have that in spades, so repairing is easier, basically. And then the kama. Now, if you don't know, the mattock is a combination of axe and shovel, whereas the kama can double a little bit as a weapon, but it's mainly a combination of a hoe and shears. And then the sledgehammer. Now, this is a thing. Copper hammerhead, iron tough handle, and 2 Constantan large plates. This sledgehammer is useful because it lets you mine in a 3x3 pattern. Constantan, or Constantant, I don't really know how to pronounce that, is another alloy that again can be produced in the mixer, but this one is copper plus nickel, and it has some good properties. I'm pretty happy with this thing. Now we have more rose gold in there, so let's start pouring that. What is the other thing I need to do? I want to start processing this So let's put this in here. Yes. Is it night? Is it night? Let's go upstairs. I've put my bed upstairs. Yes. We can skip the night. I already see creepers everywhere. I wanted to go upstairs because in here is, well, the more like, let's say, rare loot. All our coins are in here. I want to get a name tag. And nothing else really from here. And I also want to go outside because I think I stored in here another very useful item, which is the rabbit foot, which is why I needed rabbits. Let me show you. What can you do with a rabbit foot? You can apply the luckiest modifier together with rose gold. That's why we made rose gold, name tag, and diamond. So together in the last episode we did the luck modifier. Off camera I made it luckier, so I applied the second stage. Oh, look at that. Am I not lucky? Okay, guess we're gonna test the armor now. And the weapons too. Can you maybe shoot yourselves a little bit, maybe? Ouch. Oh wow, I died. These guys, they do pack a punch, don't they? Oh gosh, they are right outside too. How do I do this? Transfer items. Thankfully, we get everything in the right spot. Right out of the gate. Look at that. They were all almost dead. Alright, I guess that was not smooth, but not that bad either. So, what was I doing? Yes, luck. Just like the luck of having several arrows stuck in my knees. Yes. So I want to get the luckiest modifier on this one. So we need the name tag, the rabbit foot, then I need diamond, and 2 rose gold ingots. And voila, this now gets the luckiest, which is the equivalent, by the way, of looting 3, I guess. There you go, luckiest. Now, why did I really want to do this? Because with the luckiest modifier, when you mine ore with this, there's a much higher chance that you're gonna get 2 ore chunks from 1 block instead of 1, which is great. Okay, now our resin needs to turn into rubber. I guess what I can do temporarily is, oh no, I cannot do that actually. Well, I do if I borrow a few things. Give me this. Because these two machines are powered in a different way. So if I put this here and the mechanical press here, this works. Because, okay, now I need to pour the resin in there. So I can maybe place this in here. This is all temporary, by the way. Faucet in here. Down goes the resin. Oh yes, look how quick this is. This is fantastic. Because this thing is spinning like crazy. Courtesy of our amazing windmill upstairs, right? Let's start pouring the other one. And this is making, oh, blocks of rubber? Okay, I can unpack them, fortunately. Wait, I'm not getting that much, right? Am I losing something because I'm making blocks of rubber? No. Like 4 of these makes 1 block of rubber. I guess that's intended. What? What did you do? It stomped my sear tank for some reason. Well, that happens. So let's let it do that. In the meantime, we can put the rubber in there. That's 32. So I guess 4 of these. Gonna be enough, right? Right. And I can put the rest of these in here. And maybe this can temporarily stay there. Doesn't work, but... okay, that's the rest of the rubber. Yeah, sure. Well, no. Go in there. Let's get 3 more. There, okay. And this is gonna let us make the belts, okay? So, with this out of the way, what is it that we want to do? The real objective of this episode is actually to make or to start making an automatic farm, okay? However, before we get there, there's another life-saving technology that I want to work on with you guys, because I want you to know this. We're gonna make a backpack. Backpacks are crazy good. We have backpacks from this mod called Improved Backpacks. They are made with a sewing table. And when you make a backpack, this starts with, what is that? Yeah, 0 out of 18 slots, but you can add pockets to it. And it can have like 3 tiny pockets, 3 medium pockets, and 2 large pockets. When you add all the pockets to a backpack, it becomes basically the equivalent of a double chest that you carry with you, and you can have multiple backpacks on you. So that is amazing. So first things first, let's get leather, let's get a string, let's put this away, I guess, maybe not, maybe here is the right place. And I need to make this, let's go to backpack. We need to make the sewing table first. That's it, sewing table. I think this I can replace this. I don't really need all these crafting tables. Okay, this is my sewing table. The sewing table needs shears. I have them in here, and then also needs a few of these sewing spools. Let's get, I don't know, maybe 16 for now. Does that sound good? Come in here, put the spools in there, this in here. So the first thing we need to do is to get like 5 pieces of leather, I think, 5, yes. We turn them into bound leather. There you go. Then the bound leather gets smelted. I guess cured is another way to put it. And it becomes cured leather. When that is done, we put the cured leather back in the sewing table with wool, and we get the white backpack. So let's give it a second. Now I'm gonna be back when our cured leather is ready. Okay, advancement made. We have our cured leather. Let's bring it in here. 5 cured leather. I think it's like 3 pieces of wool. We got a white backpack. Now, you have this in your inventory. You can either right click like this, and it's a backpack. You can put stuff in it, and it's in there. Again, it's not that big to begin with, but off camera, I'm gonna craft all these pockets and add them to it. It's gonna be glorious. Another thing you can do, you can click in here to open your bubbles slot, and you can put the backpack in here, and now you should be able to press B to open the backpack. If that doesn't work right away, it's because there might be another conflicting key in here, and I think it was open a satchel of some sort, but you remap whatever is conflicting with the B key, and then it works. You press B, there you go, and you can use this to put your tools, and especially the stuff that you don't always use. Let's sleep through the night, and yeah, and it's very good. Okay, so with this thing out of the way, my notes say that the notes are done, so we are ready to get to the real deal. Okay, the real reason. Can I remove this ugly red thing? Remove. Remove my death from the world. Okay, I want to make an automatic create farm. There are several different ways to do an automatic farm with create. They're all pretty neat. I'm gonna make to start a rotating farm. Okay, so in order to make a rotating farm, we need something that allows the rotation, such as a windmill. Is it a windmill bearing, or is it just a bearing? I think it's a mechanical bearing that I need, not the windmill bearing. Okay, pretty easy to make. We need to make a turntable. So let's get a few items. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get our andesite machines. I don't think we need those large cogwheels. We might need some of these. Let's get in here. So, turntable. It's this, right? Then, do I have everything I need? I need andesite casings. And there you go. Mechanical bearing. Okay. If I ponder this, does it show me? Yes, mechanical bearing attached to the block in front of them, something and everything rotates. And that's what we want, okay? Because we want the entire farm. So something like this with harvesters and mechanical saws attached to it. It's gonna rotate and it's gonna pick up everything, okay? That's the deal. So we need this. We need some way to make things sticky, okay? So we need super glue. This thing. Now you can use slime balls just like that. Super glue is better. Now I have a few slime balls, but they are where are they? Where? I don't know where I put them. No, here. I got ender slime balls that I found randomly in the world. But I want to actually show you how you can make slime balls even if you don't find slime. So we're gonna go to our farm chests. Okay, and we're gonna get a little bit of wheat. Let's get maybe, I don't know, 8 pieces. And then we're gonna get a little bit of cactus. To make 4 should be enough. And we run back inside because we want to mill the wheat into flour. Quickly mill the wheat. Into a bunch of flour. There we go. Then this needs to turn into dough. So we can use a bucket. Get some water. I have water in here. And you craft this with this. You get dough. Let's do this maybe another time. Okay, we have 2 bowls of dough. Now, dough combined with lime dye makes a slime ball. And lime dye is white dye plus green dye. And green dye can be made with cactus green, which is why I took some cactus. So we get in here, Oh, we got the cured rubber in here, which is great. But this in here, I guess I only need 2. I don't remember how much stuff you get from one cactus. Only 1, right? And with the remaining... Wait, can I cook directly? No, I would have to make more dough, so... Not a thing. I guess you can do the rest. Yeah, whatevers. Now, white dye. I need to get a little bit of... I should have thought about this earlier, because I have it in here. What am I thinking? This. So, 2 of these. So. Green dye. Does this work? No? Oh, I have to do this. And then this. Lime dye. Lime dye. Great. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Slime balls. Amazing. Okay? So this is how you do it. Either you find it in the world or you craft it with dough. Okay? So we have the slime balls. Then you need a few iron sheets and iron nuggets. You do this. Boom. And you have super glue. And super glue is made or is used to make all the stuff that you need for your rotating structure to stick to each other. Okay? Okay. More stuff that we need. What is it? I have some saved in here. We could use linear chassis, right? Pretty easy to make. There you go. Let's do 3. Let's do maybe another batch. There you go. 6 linear chassis. I have a few radial chassis already in here. I don't know if we're gonna need it. We're gonna sandbox it a little bit. Okay, these are gonna make this the structure, right? The thingy that rotates. Then the actual machines. We need something to generate the rotating motion to begin with, and for that I'm gonna use an encased fan. If we ponder the encased fan can be used if provided with power, with rotation power. It can create wind that either pushes or pulls. However, I guess if this thing, proceeds to the right portion of it, next scene. Okay, next scene. Okay, can be used to cook things. It can be used facing down towards lava or fire or magma blocks. It can be used to create a small or slow rotation. That's what I'm gonna do. So first of all, we need to create this encased fan. An encased fan is andesite machine plus propeller. Propeller is just andesite alloy and iron sheets. We should have everything handy. So that and the andesite machine. Let's combine those. One of these, encased fan. I'm a fan of that. I don't know you. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I promise. So encased fan is gonna provide the rotation. The bearing, the mechanical bearing is gonna rotate. Now, we need the stuff that harvests. We need something that can replace or replant saplings for trees, and we need something that cuts the trees. Okay, so there's a bunch of things that we need to make still that I didn't even add in there. So we need to make harvesters. Okay, mechanical harvesters. For that, you only need andesite machines at the stone cutting block. Stone cutting, andesite machine, harvester makes 2. There you go. Now, harvesters are good for any crop, okay? And I think also for cocoa beans or cocoa pods. Then mechanical saws. Mechanical saw. Here it is. I'm gonna go with 1. So this is an andesite machine plus a saw blade. And a saw blade is really easy. 1 lead, 4 iron sheets, 4 iron nuggets. I have everything in here already. There you go. And again, we go here and we combine. So one of these. I got a mechanical saw. Okay. So I got the stuff that harvests. I got the structure. The one thing I still need are these things. Portable storage interfaces. This is practically needed so that this thing that rotates can periodically interface or connect to an inventory that instead is still and transfer all the items. So I need to make another andesite machine. So I need 8 kinetic mechanisms. Can I make this into 8, please? So this, and then this, and this. Thank you very much. That's better. Let's put these things away. And then andesite machine, thank you. Get back in, not in here, but stone cutting, andesite machine, portable storage interface, and you get 2, which is really handy because of course you need to. Okay, I'm lacking only one piece of the equation, which is a magma block. Now, you could use a magma block, you could use 1 bucket of lava, or you could use, wait, come back in here, or you can use a netherrack block with fire. Or even, I think, even a campfire would work, okay? So, basically, let's sandbox this in here. I think this would work. Let me think. So, the thing that rotates goes in here, so we want this down there. Then we want to add our encased fan facing down, so I guess I need to shift right click. There. Is you working? You isn't working. Why isn't you working? Does it need redstone signal? Yes, it needed a redstone signal. Okay. So it is rotating. It's not very fast, but that's not a problem. Then this thing rotates. Mechanical bearing needs to go right there. Okay. Mechanical bearing is now disengaged. You right click. It should engage. Why is it not engaging? Do I need to separate it with one of these? No. Oh, that's why. You need to put something on it. And because only this thing rotates. I get it. Then you right click again and it snaps back in place. So actually, let's bring this down again. So, mechanical bearing. Radial chassis. And actually, maybe I want to bring all of this down one more. Well, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter for now. Actually, maybe it's even better like this. So, on there, we want to attach linear chassis. So let's start from here. Yeah, so we're gonna put a little bit of glue in here. Then, linear chassis. It's gonna extend a little bit. Let's say like this. Maybe even like this. And then I need this. And you're gonna see why. If I right click now, all of this rotates. And by the way, even if it's slow, because it's pretty large, you can see that it's covering a lot of ground really quickly. And this machine doesn't really need anything more than this. No more power than this. Then we could have our harvesters in here and our mechanical saw in here. Now, these two could harvest any crop growing in here. Of course, like, all of this would need to be one block lower, or maybe I bring the ground up. See how everything is moving? And that saw probably also would hurt me if I were to get in front of it, I guess. Ouch, yes, definitely. Right click, snap in place. And this thing can bring down trees. It just needs to connect with the base of the tree. However, where the harvester replants the crops, tree saplings needs to be planted back in place. And for that, I am missing a piece of the build. And the piece of the build that I'm missing is the deployer. This thing. Andesite machine plus a golden hand. Now, chances are that I already have a golden hand, actually. Well, I should have said, luckily, I already have a golden hand. I found this in a chest down in a mine shaft. However, pretty easy to make. You know, just some gold sheets. I need another andesite machine though. So let's see. Can I actually remember how these things are made? Like this. However, let's do exactly 8. This back again. And I need another one of these. Andesite machine. And then we need to combine the two things. Andesite machine with golden hand makes deployer. Okay. Deployer made. I just now remembered that I need also not one but 2 chests. Let's make those as well. Okay, this should be everything. So, the deployer can place saplings back where they were. It needs to have a space in between. So I don't know if this works actually. Oops, I placed it upside down. Like this, I guess. I think we need to go up by 1. Because this would be the right height to place in here, I think. I don't know. We're gonna test this. In order to test it, let's see. I'm gonna have block in here. And then I need to see exactly where these things are gonna go. I need more dirt. Luckily, I have some in here. So I need dirt, and I need maybe seeds and saplings. Let's for now just use wheat seeds, and then let's have some bone meal so that we can grow our crops really quickly and test everything. Comma, thank you. Comma here. I didn't need to do all of that, but okay. This is gonna be saplings. This is gonna be the wheat. Maybe this doesn't work anymore. Gas, maybe. Okay, let's try and grow a couple of these. Okay, let's test the harvesters first. So if I start these, there you go, glorious. Now, it's gonna leave everything on the ground for now because it has no inventory. Oh, that thing didn't got stuck to the machine. That's not good. However, we know how to fix that. Place a little bit of glue in there. And then this goes back. Now, we can give saplings to the hand, like this. And this should now plant everywhere it goes. Yeah, though, see, like this is the right height for it to plant things, which is not the right height for me right now to use it. So let's collect these again. What I need is another piece of linear chassis. So give me a second. Let me go craft some linear chassis. All right, I am back with a few more pieces of chassis. I also placed a little bit more dirt in here. So let's see. I need to put this thing higher by 1. Oops. It's not what I wanted to do. Let's go up here. Where is it? Linear chassis. You need to go there. We need to put some more glue in place. By the way, another way to do it is if you have the super glue in your right hand and then you simply place things, you'll place glue in there automatically, which is really handy. Almost as handy as a golden hand. So this thing now should be the right height on top of here, and we're gonna test that in a second. The other thing I'm gonna do is to give the entire thing a chest. There it is. Now, all the machines attached to this are gonna interact with this chest. It means that the stuff that gets harvested is gonna end up in this chest. And also, if we put more saplings in there, how do I do that? So give me those. If I do this, and then I put the sapling in here, there's a spot for a filter here. I do this, and I put the saplings in here. The hand should get saplings directly from there. So let's test this now. Go. See? It just placed 1. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Let's look at it. Going around. And like this, it's also telling us exactly where the saplings go, which means that I can remove some of this. Now, we haven't seen it collect, or I should say chop down a tree, but I can do that with this. Let's wait for it to spin around. Let's do this one. Let it go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, please, tree, did you grow? Oh, thank you. Here it comes. And down he goes. Fantastic. Amazing. And everything should be... Let's wait for it to chop this one too. And then we're gonna stop it and look in the chest. Down it goes. There it is. That's all our stuff. Amazing. So let's test again with the crops too. Wait, are you going? Are you putting super glue on my fields? You maniac. By maniac, I'm referring to my left hand. Not what I wanted to do. I think this block here can work too. And I went too far in here. Maybe. Probably. So, comma, comma, comma. And of course, in a normal situation, you would have water, you know, you would definitely irrigate these blocks. let's grow some of these. And go. Wait, I'm not there to see it, but it's definitely working. Okay, there seems to be a little bit of a race in between the harvesting machines and the hand that places the saplings. Yeah, because some of those saplings are getting harvested, sometimes by the harvesters, and then replaced. But that's not a huge problem, because my plan for the actual final build is to have this thing bigger, as in larger radius, and when that happens, well, several, effects happen when you have a larger structure. If you have a longer radius, the circle is a lot bigger in the end. So even though I'm using just one deployer for saplings and one saw, it's gonna be a lot of saplings if you go all the way around in a large area. And the same is gonna happen also for the harvesters. So if I add maybe a couple more linear chassis in there, and I just happen to have them, I can make the external ring, well, 2 blocks longer, and I can also allow myself to have more space in between the harvesters and the tree chopping part. So, how about, before I finish the episode, I try this, and I also want to bring all of that down by 1 block, and we see how it works. Okay, this is the structure rebuilt, a little bit bigger, and with a space in between the mechanical saw and the harvesters. I let it run just once so that it would place the saplings where it needs. Let's now try and put it in motion, and let's see if it is able to collect the grain. It's definitely able to collect that. See, there are a few spots that are probably not gonna work for it. Like maybe these are too... Yeah, these are just too close to the center. This is not gonna be able to interact with. But all the rest... And by the way, while it's running, you can definitely do this. Because the thing is, while it runs, it's an entity and it's not a block, so it doesn't prevent stuff from existing underneath. When it stops though, that's when it becomes a block, and so it starts breaking, I guess, dislodging everything else that was underneath. Let's have it take this, and then we'll do the last step, which is ensuring that it has an inventory interface so that it can output all the stuff. Stop it. We can get in here and we see all the stuff that it collected, which is amazing. All the saplings we want to put back in there. Now, we need 2 blocks space and then the inventory. Let's do it like this. Okay, so that goes in here. Then we need our 2 portable storage interfaces. One in there. One in there. Wait, this wouldn't work because it would be left behind. With the glue, it should. Wait. You need to go there with the right orientation. Now, what happens if I restart it? It's going. There's nothing in the chest. Goes around, harvests, chops down the trees. And by the way, this is fantastic for a tree farm because... wait. That's... What? I thought it would deposit right in here. Why is it not working? What if I ponder this? Yeah, inventory is moving contraption, cannot be accessible by players, but this component can interact with storage. We need to stop the contraption. Place a second, oh, with a gap of 1 block. So it's too close. That's why it's not working. It is still too close. So let's put a block in here. So it needs to go on the cobble. And I don't need this now. Stop gluing things together. The blah blah blah. This right here. And that right here. It doesn't need glue, I don't think. So when it comes around, now it should extend and connect to this chest. Come on, don't let me down. Oh, fantastic. And it deposited nothing. Why is that? Do I need to extract from here? I think I need to extract. Oh yes, it is working now. So you definitely need a hopper here. Otherwise, well, I guess if you don't extract from this block in some way, items don't flow through. Oh, and I cannot interact with that one. Now the only thing we would need in here now is we would need a way to retain the saplings in that chest there. And this is also kind of slow. Well, because it's trying to bring all the stuff it had accumulated. But yeah, I mean, I still have to work on this a little bit. I can definitely make it run smoother. I can make it even a little bit larger if I want, or I can mix and match. For example, it's about to become night, and I'm a little bit nervous. Or I can, I could put the saplings actually in the inner circle, and maybe have the outer circle that is bigger have the crops, because with the crops you don't have to replant them manually, let's say with the deployer, and so you can also mix and match. Like let's say that this was not all wheat. We could do like one side wheat, another side carrots, maybe a corner could be rice even. So a lot of possibilities for these farms, but for now this is already fantastic. Also, another way to filter stuff, and this might be the thing that we do in the next episode, by the way, we could do it with the drawers. The way in which you craft drawers in this pack is slightly different from classic, because you need to make oak trim and then run it through the stone cutter, and you get whatever you choose, basically. So if I do use on the stone cutter, see, you can get all these items by using just oak trim or whatever, you know, wood trim on the cutter. And the thing is, the drawers you can prime with a type of item, and they will only ever get that type of item. So I guess several chests, and then maybe funnels or similar stuff. Could be a way at least to filter out and display everything that we are getting out of the farm. I don't know if that is a way to retain the saplings in the thing, because the portable storage interfaces, they don't have a filter, right? I can't tell it export everything but saplings. Anyway, I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna work on a better solution for this. I'm definitely gonna move this from here. Maybe I'm gonna remove all of this manual stuff, and I could make this a little bit longer. I'm definitely gonna maybe add some harvesters and make it so that I can get all the stuff that I get from here at least the stuff that is compatible, from a machine that works like this. And I'm gonna think about the filtering and how to not get saplings out of it. And in the next episode, we're gonna actually do it. How about that? So, I think this is an awesome achievement for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Alla prossima!